On April 25, 2005, a meeting of the Gloucester Township Council was held. Out of the council members shown here, only 2 voted against the hasty demolition of the Moffa farmhouse.
The township did not see the value of the property other than just having it developed.
Following the council's decision to demolish the house, citizens began to voice their disapproval. In the spring of 2005, due to the outcry and criticisms, the council reversed its decision to demolish the historic house. In 2005, Cindy Rowhatton was elected mayor of Gloucester Township.
Open space is very valuable to the community. It's a balance of quality of life. You know, we in our community, we do have residential, we do have commercial, but the open space is as equal importance. And even dollar-wise, they call that the rateable chase when you're trying to develop every piece of land. That's the wrong philosophy. In the long run, if you preserve open space, it's less expensive for a municipality.
Time progressed, a development company came in. A development company, you would think, would come in and start building houses. But they came in because they had another ultimatum.
My name is Donald Nagowski. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Urban PC in Cherry Hill. I'm here representing a company by the name of Develcom.
We met the Develcom when I first came into office last July, and it was through Janet Eisenhower through the Conservation Trust because of a project that they were doing in Belmar and with the transportation project.
Develcom has been working with your neighboring borough of Belmar for the past couple of years to close the approximately 120-acre municipal landfill that was never properly closed. Also working in partnership with the New Jersey Department of Transportation to build the so-called missing links connector between Route 42 and 295. As part of that project, the borough of Belmar was required to find suitable replacement green acres ground.
They had to buy open space someplace else because they were disturbing wetlands and open space in Belmar.
Develcom is a development company from Belmar that was developing some green acres in Belmar, and in order to do that, the Green Acres said that they had to replace that land with other land somewhere else along the Big Timber Creek.
And speaking with Camden County planning experts, they identified to us the potential of the Moffa farm as being a site that was worthy of being preserved. As part of that process, we reached out to your mayor and expressed an interest in helping Gloucester preserve the Moffa farm if that's what Gloucester wants to do.
So the state was making them buy back land at a 2-to-1 ratio, and they were pointed to Moffa's farms because it is along Timber Creek, and their project is along Timber Creek.
We're not required to purchase or acquire this particular piece. We will buy 16 plus acres somewhere in this area, preferably along the Big Timber Creek. Camden County has established plans for continuous greenways throughout the county, including the entire length of the Big Timber Creek. So that's why it made a lot of sense to environmental groups and the planning people for us to come out and speak to you.
They wanted to buy the land, repay the township for its back taxes owed, and purchase the land at a fair value.
My clients would offer to pick up the back tax bill, which is a substantial amount of money, approaching $500,000, to give to the town in order to, and again, to clarify, it's the borough of Belmar that actually has the green acres requirement. My client's working with Belmar.
So your client's going to try to meet that requirement for Belmar?
Correct.
Is that right?
Correct, and we would give, in effect, purchase it from the town now for the purpose of preserving it. The part of the property that is not a landfill, there's a couple different options. It could be titled.
But what's I think the question is, what is your time frame?
We're in a position that we really would need a definitive answer in 30 days or less. If this committee is not in a position.
But I think we have the responsibility to do what's right for Gloucester Township, not necessarily Belmar.
Open the floor.
And
We
I
would not
understand
disagree.
Belmar's concern. I mean, that's fine, but we're here for Gloucester Township.
So wait.
I just had a comment. Yesterday was the first day I found out about this. I didn't even know that you existed until yet last night. I know nothing about the Velcom. I have no contact information about your organization, who your principals are. And to come here and ask for 30 days, I don't think that's feasible, to be quite honest with you.
Some of the people from the Velcom spoke. Afterwards, council formed a subcommittee.
Council President Bianchini appointed Councilmen Mercado, Hutchison, and Schmidt to investigate DeVelcom's offer and other possibilities for Moffa's farm.
When council had their subcommittee, DeVelcom came in, I think 3 or 4 times. They wanted to identify a property because they needed to do that because the diversion process with DEP is quite lengthy. A diversion has to be approved by the commissioner. So they needed that really before they could get too far into their project.
And the subcommittee took its time over I believe, a couple of months collecting information. So.
On December 4th, 2006, the subcommittee reached its agreement to enter into negotiations with DeVelcom. Before they could present their plan to council, which would have to vote on it, DeVelcom sent a letter to Gloucester Township. The letter stated the following. DeVelcom has offered to pay cash compensation to Gloucester Township equal to the sum of 1. The back taxes of the property over $450,000, and 2. The present value of the future tax revenues that would accrue to the township if the site were developed, approximately $25,000 per year for 25 years. Altogether, DeVelcom offered Gloucester Township $1,075,000 to purchase and preserve Moffa's farm. The letter ended with this paragraph. After this letter, the township finally sent written interest to DeVelcom. But was it too late?
My personal opinion is why, it didn't move forward with DeVelcom. They were asked numerous times to come in, and I think, they brought all their professionals in and they explained things really well. I think it was a win-win for everybody, and I think it probably just dragged out too long for them without getting an answer. And, they have a project and they need to move on, and I think they just got frustrated and just kept moving forward.
I also think that the township dragged its feet in acting in a positive way towards them.
Sure that we council looks at every avenue, including yours, to make sure what is best for Gloucester Township.
Certain members had their own agenda as to what they thought they would like here, and therefore were rushing to make a decision.
Recently, new evidence has surfaced, including this map obtained from the Gloucester Township Municipal Building. In the corner of the page is written the name Addison, which stands for Addison Bradley, whose wife is a member of the political committee to which most of the council members belong to. Addison is also a developer